moving right along. Let me move this back a little bit. Oop. So I've already been doing some shuffling, so I don't have to spend so much time doing more ruffle shuffle. But let's ask for the universe to give us a bit of a more elevated read this time. Something that can aid humanity. Something that's good to know. So it's about eternal return. The eternal return, the Ouroboros, and changing direction. Change direction when it comes to the eternal return. Okay. So the Ouroboros is about, you eat your own tail until there's nothing left and you find yourself in the divine is. Okay. So we are changing direction to the eternal return rather than trying to escape the divine is. We are going more towards this unveiling, okay? The karmic ties, underneath of it, the distant journey. A distant journey when it comes to karmic ties. So, that was a long time thing that we've had, karmic ties, the distant journey. It's about changing directions now to go towards the eternal return, okay? Going back towards light. When it comes to the karmic ties, the distant journey, first out is test results. Throwing shade, that's come in a lot lately, hasn't it? About those throwing shade, karmic ties, expecting, okay, what's being birthed, and driving it is cleaning the slate. Putting a clean slate, okay? So let's see what else we have. The karmic ties have brought long journeys, haven't they? But now it's time to change direction. Okay, so when it comes to test results, we have what's being handed out. Concrete things being handed out, the reality about the test results, about changing directions, going towards the eternal return. There is an agreement when it comes to throwing shade and the drama and what's being birthed, expecting, okay, leadership or standing up, taking charge, the emperor, expecting. So what is it you're expecting to be handed out when it comes to an agreement about the throwing of shade and cleaning slate, cleaning the slate when it comes to duality, the actions of duality, okay? The actions of duality, we need to clean the slate. The karmic ties are a distant journey. Okay? We're changing direction. The foundation is changing direction to an eternal return. Make sure this is on. Yes. The test results are about what's being handed out. Test results, what's being handed out when there's agreement about the throwing shade and expecting of moving into power. Expectations of moving into power and cleaning the slate with new actions. Okay? Great morning, my brothers and sisters. There are so many things yet to explore, and about an agreement where you are going when it comes to this throwing shade, etc. There are those that will be continued to be bound by their karmic ties if they want to continue this road of throwing shade and to have that type of an emperor type of a spirit over them in rulership. They have every right to go down that path if they so desire, but it's time for you, if you want to change the direction, if you want to go towards more closely to knowing the divine and to bringing that forward in your own lives, it is time to clean the slate by new actions that you are going to put into place to let that throwing of shade and that drama go with those of the dark side that wish to continue to have an ego fulfillment, which they think they can do by, again, releasing their angst and their anger onto others. But this is not the direction for those brothers and sisters of light that wish to be a part of this galactic federation, that wish to progress as this planet in moving forward. So look at who you are choosing to put into leadership, and again, what you yourself are bringing to the table when it comes to these dynamics. Are you willing to clean the slate? Are you willing to cut these karmic ties that have been ruling you for so long and coming to a rounder, broader road going forward to this light, to this unveiling and reveiling of what you are at the center of being, which is part and parcel of the divine is. So if you are willing to be a part of this diamond, being a facet in this beautiful diamond of the universe, then be willing to let go of throwing the shade and again move into a way of cleaning the slate. For that is the way to change the direction which you have been going now as a planet into something higher and more elevated, so that you continue to expand and let go of those chains that have bound you for so long, which you have created and held into place by your own mental, physical, emotional activities that bring these things into an alignment, into a certain direction. So those that wish to continue to throw shade and wish to have that type of an emperor, that type of a leadership, which is there based on more of this draconian type of drama of repress and control, then they may go that way. That is their right to do. But if you are in more of that alignment with this, more of an Arcturian type of a thing of higher awareness and peace and love and compassion, empathy, etc., then move forward into that alignment and let go of this throwing of shade and these karmic ties and this other drama that has been taking place for so long. It is up to you which path you decide to walk, my brothers and sisters of light. And again, we come only to give you some advisement and put other options on the table that you can look at and either gravitate to or say, this is not for me. Again, we are not here to railroad you into a specific direction, but we are here only to offer up for you some things to be looked at and contemplated and decided on in your own progression, in your own experience that you wish to draw in as you continue to walk on this 3D planet. Yes, we have many, many, many that are here to aid you. Some of them have come and been star seeds, and they are here again to bring more light, to bring more awareness into this planet, to help hold the center, if you will, hold the steady for people to go forward, to give them a grounding point to hold to as they continue to move in their own elevation and in their own experience. They are here to give some grounding, a point that people can come back to in a place of steadiness where they can make their own choices as to what they are going to do within their own existence going forward. So again, my brothers and sisters of light, we are here only to aid and give comfort and to give some stability, to know that we are rooting for you to go forward in their elevation. We see so many on your planet are so done with the war and the drama and the hate and all of these things, and wanting to move towards a more expanded awareness. Therefore, we can step in and give what we can to aid you in this movement forward. So on that note, my brothers and sisters of light, we are going to just continue to put out these little tidbits, if you will, of knowledge, of understanding, of things to be looked at by yourselves and choices that you may make or may decline going forward in your own expression. For this is your planet, this is your lives, this is your way, and at this moment there is that division taking place of those that want to continue in that dark, in that drama, into that more of the what we call the draconian mindset of rulership and power and domination and expression to rule over others, versus what we call the Arcturian type of mentality of love and compassion and awakening those things within others to a more elevated understanding of the grand purpose of everything, the experiential lives going forward. And again, wishing to bring you the opportunity to clean the slate by new actions and cut those karmic ties and let go of that old past and come into the alignment with this very big change of direction towards the divine and towards moving forward into a greater expansion into the galactic federation of understanding. Okay. So it's about changing directions to the eternal return. So rather than going away from the divine and trying to impose themselves, it's coming back to the divine, okay, the understanding of that, and being a co-creator and looking at the distant journey of the karmic ties. It's time to maybe let go of some of those things. It's about cleaning the slate with new actions, okay, with your actions of emotion, etc. The test results are in about what's being handed out, okay. The agreements about throwing shade, which alignment are you in? Are you in the agreement to let go of the throwing of shade, or are you in alignment with that ego structure of, again, throwing shade and just being drama? And what are you birthing when it comes to leadership or in your own lives, stepping up into your own role of leadership, taking charge to what? Change the direction to one of the eternal return. So, on that note, I will leave that here, and we'll see you online.